Hello, all my machine heads, and welcome to a brand new series for Farming Simulator 22. I've got some splaining to do. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so welcome to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 22, where we use our real tractors, we use real equipment, we have our realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. So, we are on a map that I played extensively in Fs17, and then I never touched it again until recently. It's been in the in-game mod hub for quite some time, and I stumbled across it, and then I got to tell you guys a little bit of something about this farm for real. It's kind of cool. So how are you guys doing today? Everything's good. My name is Fury Machine, and welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, as usual. So a couple of the rules. As you can see, we start with 0 money. We are going to play 1x speed, 4-day seasons. Every game day is going to represent 1 week. So we're going to play 12-hour days. We're going to play from 6 to 6, so there will be some times when we have to play in the dark, and that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to lighten it. We're going to play 6 to 6 every day. Then we're going to sleep, and we're going to go to the next day. So let me show you on the map what we own. We own fields 7 or 6, or like, let's go back down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, let me give you a grand tour of the map flight-wise, and then we will get going. We got a lot of stuff to do. Let's go here, just so we can speed up. Let me get up in the air. Okay, so this is our cow pen. We have 150 cows right on it, right on the map, ready to go. Our slurry tanker, our slurry pit, our manure pit. And then I moved the chickens. I took them out of here. That's where they originally went. I sold it, got rid of it, and I put it over here. And I built this. This here had a bunch of things in it. I sold them, terraformed it, put a fence up, so we have a little baby grass field. I did work a little bit. I sold the silage clamps, and then I put a double one down myself. This already was terraformed. I did this because this is where we're going to store our silage bales. Holds 800 chickens. Right across the street here is a placeable lot for us, and we have the buildable feed lot. This holds 1,000 cows. I don't know how realistic it is because there's no possible way you would fit 1,000 cows in there. Maybe one. But we're going to use it, and we're going to put some sheds up here. There is going to be everything that we buy has to be taken out a loan to buy it so that it doesn't affect us. It'll just go on a loan, and we'll pay it off when we pay it off. This is going to be a super extended Let's Play. I'm sorry about the logging one. I decided to make that one a personal Let's Play, and I'm going to record when I hit certain levels. Let me continue on with the tour. This field we do not own, even though we have it right off the farm. Look, a placeable. We'll get that in a second. This is our cow pen. We know that. Okay, so let's go this way. Lots and lots of sheds. Not super tight, but super awesome. It reminds me of home, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Okay, then we go over to farm part 2, which is ours as well. There's our house, more sheds, more sheds, more sheds. That's our silo, our bale sheds, and everything like that. And then this here, for those of you who ask, this is a loading area for your loading wagon. So you put your loading wagon down there, you bring your bales right up here, and you drop them right in. Bada bing, bada boom, and I'm not allowed to say it. When you start out the map, as you can see, there is a jumble amount of placeables in here. You only get 1,000 per one, but that's it. But what I like about this map is it has culverts on it, but they have water in them. So Gutterball and I talked about that, and that's one thing we like. We do own this field. Let me bring this up so you guys can see. We do own field 8. The biggest field on the map is 11.25 acres, which is this one, and 17. Straight down there. Everything else is between 8 and 9 acres. So it is not a super big equipment. We're going only 6 meters to 7 meters. That's it. We own this field here, which is, I do believe, sorghum. We do this field. This is Stonehenge. This is pretty cool. And we do own that field. We're going to grow some stuff in it. We have a place to put some sheds if we want to here. We own this oat field right here. And then, as you can see, I will give you a tour. We also own a 500 sheep pen, and that is right over here. So you come out of the farm, you take a left, you go down this little lane here. This is our sheep pen. We are going to have cows and sheep right off the bat. So we have to purchase it, I do believe, but we can't afford it right now. So, yes, you have to purchase it. But this holds 500 sheep in here, and we're just going to use it when we buy it until we get enough sheep. I think I can mow in there. I don't know. It may or may not let me. The fields are overwhelmingly bigger than they look. They're 11 acres, but when you're going 2 miles an hour, it's going to go super fast. But we do own this field 4. That's grass. And we own this field here. Like I said, I think the sunflowers, we're going to plow that in. We don't need sunflowers. And that's it. We own the top corner of the map, and that's it. Everything, if you look on our map here, there's only 3 main roads. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 main roads. And no matter which way you go, you end up back. It's kind of like Ebony Island-esque. So that's the good thing. They are narrow lanes, but I'm going to leave traffic on because the only place that there's traffic is on the main roads. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt it. But you know me, I probably will turn it off in about 5 seconds. Everything is on hard economy, and everything is, see? And then you come down here, and you can go right. Here's another main road. Or, yep, a side road. And everything connects. It's all goes just around. There's no way to get lost. There's nothing. You just keep going, and eventually you get to where you need to go. Whoops, that was a main road that I went by. But these are the railroad tracks here. There is a train that comes across it. It only comes twice a day, so that's good. Church. It's got a really cool lived-in town, which is absolutely epic. I was going to buy that field, too, for the wheat, but we won't need it. So that's the edge of the map. And look how they made it so that it looks like you're looking off into farmland. You're not looking off into the crazy amount. Like, I'll go to, there's the edge of the map. It is a super 1X map. It's not crazy, but it's wide enough. Like, you can get at least 6 and 7 meter equipment on it. And the equipment that they started you with was crazy. They started you with like 13 meter equipment. And I'm like, no. Here you don't play that game no more. But I saw this on there, and it got brought to my attention, and I had forgot that. And there is a few little tiny forestry areas. This is one of them. I mean, it's not a major logging area, but you can come in here and clear their trees out and make this a field or make this a farm. There's multiple things. Now, there's one disadvantage to the map. You can't sell anything except for the silos, the bunker silos. And this is the animal dealer right here. This is where we're going to come. We're actually going to come and buy animals from the animal dealer and bring them back to the house, to the farm. There's one disadvantage. You cannot sell the farm. The only thing you can sell is the chicken farm and the silo bunkers. That's it. This is, and that's the way the map author intended it. They want you to play it like this. Okay? Now, I added the silo, or the manure silo for the cows. I added that. And this is where the chickens originally start, in here. I sold them because it only holds 40, and I wanted 800. So we got 800 chickens in here, which is not realistic. I was trying to find an open pen one where they kind of just ran around, and then you had like one little thing. Excuse me, but the disadvantage to that is they only hold like 35 and 40. So as you look, we have 1, 2, and 3 little grass fields, but I'm telling you, you're going to get we're going to do silage off one of them, hay off one of them, and then maybe silage again. Okay? And that's what we got going on, and we do got some room. And what I like about this is they put it right across your placeable area, right across from your farm. So you can put sheds and add on. If I wanted to, I could put factories. But the rules are this: 1x speed, 12-hour days, 4 days a month. And then we cannot have factories. So this is going to be a factory. So this is only farming. We cannot clear trees unless we actually cut them down and take care of them with a chainsaw and all that stuff. But it doesn't look like we're going to. We're just going to keep the fields the way they are. There is no collision on the hedges, which is good. They're only up there for aesthetic beauty only. There is collisions on the stone fences, but not on the hedges. You can drive right through these. So they did a mixture of stone and hedges. The stones line the roads, and except for our farm has stones, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's get down and get this show on the road here, so we can keep going. If we want to buy something, we have to take a loan. It's forcing us. We're going to take a loan. Here's our header. We only start with a harvester, a header, and a trailer, and a tractor. We're going to do JCB tractors. I have 3 of them downloaded. Where did I put it? Right here. We're going to take the header trailer down first. We're going to have the 3300 medium tractors. We are going to have all the way over here the 3200, the 4000, and then we're going to have the 8350. We started with the 4000. This is the 4220 that we started with, but it's a mod. So we'll get here. Now, what we'll do, so we compromise, is when we drive, we also have manual attach on. Everything's going to be done the right way. When we drive from the, the farm to where we need to go, we're going to drive in first person. When we get to the field, we're going to farm in third person. That way it gets the best of both worlds for some of you guys that like to watch it in first person, than for some of you guys who want to watch it. Now, before I go any further, if you guys are in a good situation and you want to support my channel, please think about becoming an immediate family member. Which helped me support the channel. It's 99 cents a month. Once you do it, it'll automatically take it out. It'll be great. It'll be fine. And it helps support the channel. We're in the process of upgrading our computer, things like that, so it would help out a great deal. I'm also going to switch to my steering wheel here very quickly because I don't want to be going 400 miles an hour. I did watch a video the other day, though, of a guy driving a JCB like this on these little roads like this, going like 70 miles an hour. I'm like, holy crap. So I would assume that once you're used to it, it'd be great. All right, so let me fill you in a little bit on the backstory of this. Now, this map is called Thornton's Farm, and what's ironic to me, see, this is the stone hedge here. So, can I open the door? I can on the 3300. So let's get out and I'll show you the stone hedge here. It's kind of neat, actually. There's a field around it. There's a little bit of placeable section around it, which we're probably going to... No. There's a fence there. That's cool. I've been trying to leave fences up just because of aesthetics. This is kind of cool. I guess this is real. I mean, Stonehenge is real. I mean, I've seen pictures of it. I've never been there, but it's kind of cool. So we're going to make this, like, we're going to fence this around or something so we can protect it. I have to research it first. I have to see if it's, in real life, got fences around it or if it's open. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know about that. But see how there's, like, the dirt texture on this map is amazing. It kind of resembles, like, gravel. And that's what I'm going to use. So, but let me tell you a little bit of story. So, our neighbor, when I was growing up, our neighbor wasn't really a neighbor. He was like 3.5 miles away. But his name was Bob, and his last name was Thornton. So, Bob Thornton. And we used to say all the time, and this is before I even knew this map existed. We used to go and hang out at Bob Thornton's farm. And I thought that was kind of fitting. Whoops. Come on, buddy. Okay, are we going to play this game? Here, he's just going to drive his way out here. And so I thought it was kind of fitting when I saw this hit the mod hub. Now, I never touched this map in 17. I did touch it in 19, but I never touched it in 17 at all. At all. So, or wait, I touched it in 17. I'd never touched it in 19. Let's get that correct. So I don't get hit by a car. There we go. We'll get this inside the field. Back it up. All right, I can already see it. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait. You guys know how I work. Traffic off. Bye-bye. As you can see, 4-day months. Everything else is on. Stones, everything. So we're going to take this and we're going to park him right here. And then I will go get the harvester, which we have to also can't tab. So we're going to have to run. So what I will do is compromise. How's that? If we've got to run everywhere, let's go at least 2x speed so it doesn't take us long. How's that sound? That fair enough? So it doesn't take us an hour and a half to get where we need to go. So we're going to have to... I would normally I want to leave that there because I have to come and unhook it. So we're going to run to the end of the field. We're going to go through our hedges, which is kind of realistic. I guess you can get there. Grab our harvester. So how you guys doing? But anyways, yeah, when we were kids, we would farm on Dad's farm all day long. And then when we didn't have anything to do, like he would have like projects for us to do, like clean his junk pile up and things like that. We would hang out at Thornton's farm. And he didn't have cows, he had pigs. So, like, when we were young enough, we wanted to earn extra money to go, like, bowling or something with our friends. We would go clean Mr. Thornton's barn out and make... Back then, it was, like, 50 cents an hour. So, it was absolutely crazy. There's my harvester. Now, what I'm going to do, I think... is I gotta get a way to drive back and forth. I don't want to leave the harvester header there. I'm not gonna drive in first person with this. We'll just stay out. This is big, and these lanes are kind of narrow. But I love this map. I love it, love it, love it. It makes it feel real at home for me, and just feels great. I feel like I can be here for a while. I've been researching, and I'm excited to bring you guys this extended Let's Play where we slow down and we do things the right way, farming-wise and teaching-wise and things like that. I'll try to keep the teaching to a minimum because we do have a lot of people farming that are real farmers, so I don't want to bore them. But we want to keep... I'm not going to... I had a long talk with Gutterball the other day, and I'm not going to... and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I'm not going to listen to advice anymore, because every time I do, it messes my channel up. I'm going to do things the way that Gutterball and I want to do them. That's all there is to it. And I want to do a Let's Play where it's a running clock. That's it. So does Gutterball and I both want to do the running clock. Now, because this is an English map, I will adhere to the driving that they do. They drive on the left-hand side. I don't know if this is English or Irish. I'll have to look it up, but it is the other side of the road. I just get caught up sometimes in listening to other people's advice, which is great. I like to hear people's advice, but sometimes I take it and then I get caught up in it and that sort of thing. And I don't want that anymore. I want to do things relaxed and chill and have fun with you guys and bring back the trivia. I mean, the last couple videos I did with Gutterball, I laughed so hard. It was a blast. Okay, we're going to connect that up first. Now, normally you'd have a second person that would guide you in. All right, so let's get... go around the other side to make sure there's not a second PTO. Oh, I got second speed on. I got to make sure. Okay, nothing. It's all hooked up. So we'll back up, and then I'll get this... back this up, and then I'll get the header trailer out of the way. Can we squeeze through here? Okay, climb over the fence. That's a narrow little lane there. And then we'll take the tractor back and get him started on harvesting. So let's back this up here. Get him right about there. Okay, and now we can start harvesting. Ooh, I gotta remember that that's on 2x speed so that I don't have to sprint. Yeah, let's see if we can get him started on just about the end here. Now, remember, we're going to unfold this. We're going to make sure that the the straw is on. This is super slow, guys. Here we go. Welcome to harvesting on Thornton Valley Farms. Thornton Farms. Now, if I have the money, I am allowed to hire workers. I am allowed to do course play, things like that. If I have the money. If I have zero money, I'm going to have to do it myself. So I got the header turned just about right for height-wise. Lower a little bit more. Let's get her down just where she's kissing it. There we go. There. I'm going to go 3.8 miles an hour on this. I'm going to go a little bit faster than I normally would. Normally it'd be like 2.83, but that's okay. Our harvester, our combine only holds 10,000 liters. Everything is going to be super small, and we're going to go from there. It's going to be exciting, guys, because now you guys get a chance to witness the way it's actually supposed to be played. You know, I understand that you guys want to see movement and you guys want to see go day to day, but I'm not a fast farmer. I never have been. I never will be. I don't want to fast forward anymore. I don't want to go to the next level. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I've always had a vision of this channel of I don't want you guys to miss anything. What happens if I'm doing something and I come across something that I can teach you guys with? I don't want you guys to miss. I don't. I want you to have a good time. We're going to use round bales, and we are going to, the entrances are, that one's the only tricky one, but for the most part, they've got them set up where they're pretty straight and pretty good. So we'll be able to use the auto baler picker upper, take it back to the farm, but then we're going to stack them by hand in there. Once they're unloaded, we're going to stack them right in the barn ourselves. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is I don't care if we're harvesting for 4 episodes. I don't care. That's the way it's going to be. You guys are going to see every waking moment of it. You're going to see me making money. And that's it. That's the new channel. I told you guys I was going to go back to basics, and that's what I made my channel for. I see how the only way to get into... Oh, no. You could go right around. Now, we also could extend this field, but I was watching a friend of mine stream the other day on YouTube, and we got talking in the chat about author intended and what it means. And to me, this is exactly what author intended means. I can't come in here and sell the whole bunch of the farm. I have to play the farm the way it is. The only thing it allowed me to change was the chicken pen and the silos, and all I did was put the exact same silos down, just bigger. Just a little bit wider, but they had double ones there. I put the same ones. But we got talking, and we had a huge discussion about author intended. And this is my author intended series. This is played by the way that the map author wanted it to be played, with the exception. But they gave us an out. They gave us that big placeable section next to it. So if you want more than 150 cows, you can put it down. And what we're going to do is... I am going to take the advice of Gutterball, and we have the 150 on the main farm. When they have babies, calves, then we're going to ship them over to the new pen and let them grow up over there. When that pen gets full, then we're going to sell them. We're going to sell them. And then we always have a place to put our cows. And that's what we're going to do. Or... we'll keep them and make milk off them. I don't know. I don't know if I want 1,000 cows on this map. In fact, I may just have the 150 and do it the way yeah. You know what? That's a good idea. We can't sit there and say the way that the map author wanted it. I think 150 cows would be plenty. No, let's keep it there for now. We'll decide later. Yeah, I'm not going to jump around. I'm not going to do it. I am excited to play this map realistically. I am excited to play it the way it was. See, because when I built that was the old Fury thinking I need more than 150 cows if I want to go green. But Gutterball and I came up with a reason. Yep, give me 1 second here. We're going to do this on camera real quick so you guys can see this is going to be legit. We're going to do this the way we're going to have 150 cows and that's it. 800 chickens, that's it. When the pen is full, let me cut this off here and get out to the end and raise that up. Back her up. Okay. All right. Be right back. Yep. This is going to give us a little bit of money, but I'll show you what we're going to do. Yep, we can't do this. We cannot do this. If we're going to play intended. Okay. Just got to find this stinking thingy. There it is. Now we'll go, whoops. Go across here. I got to get rid of those fences, and then I got to paint that in. Now, we are able to put sheds up here if we want. If not, we'll plow this in and make a little field. Okay. Just so you guys can see that I'm doing this. See how they did a good job. There. And gate. Now, let's go to landscaping and painting. And is it this one? Where is my painting? Yes, okay. Let's keep this right here. There, now you guys get to see. We're done playing that game. I got to get in the mentality that Gutterball has taught me that you don't need 450,000 cows on each map. You don't. Got to get past the straw here a little bit. Turn your head for just 2 seconds. There we go. There we go. So yeah, now we are playing 100% the way the map author. But what I got to do is there. Now we're back to 0. That's the nice thing about the extended settings. So there. Now we have to, any money we make, we can go. But here's what we got to do, because we're going to have to use herbicide anyways. We're going to use liquid fertilizer, and we're going to supplement that with manure. Or no. We're going to go, we have to go herbicide for our weeds. We're going to go manure like Gutterball and I did, and I'm going to put a manure sell point at one of the farms. And we'll have to go buy it if we want it until we start making enough. So that's cool. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to keep our manure spreader at no more than probably... I think Gutterball and I made the decision on our small farm that you can have 6-7 meter equipment when you're not refilling it, but you need like 10 or 12 with spreaders. So the lime spreader is going to be like 12 meters, and the manure spreader is going to be 10. And that's it. And we will also eventually buy a slurry spreader so we can use that as well. That's it. Now we've made that decision. I'm so glad that sometimes I'm really happy that I have intros on my thing. Like I get talking, because that gives me a chance to go over what my plans are. So once this is harvested, when we get the straw bales off, and then we're gonna mow. We're also not allowed to buy animals until we have their feed. So we can't buy animals, any cows, until we... Now, we can't have chickens because you can buy wheat from the store. Buy a couple of pallets of wheat to get them going. So we can do chickens. But everything is going to be... So as soon as we get this harvested, we get our straw done. Then we'll get us some hay bales, and we'll get some silage bales fermenting. When they're done, then we can go buy our cows. And we're going to start with like 20. Remember, that holds 150. Because the truth be known, okay, unless you're, like Gutterball and I talked about this in depth, unless you're actually playing on a map for years and years and years, if you're a content creator like me, you don't usually play very long. But this one's going to be for real. This one in my series with my brother, I took a long time to pick this map, and it just feels right to me. But unless you're a personal Let's Play that you've played for years and years and years, you never, ever, ever reach 150 cows unless you start with 150. We could fill that pen completely, and that's fine, but that takes away from the whole idea of trying to raise them, trying to build your herd yourself. That's the way I look at it. So, yep. And I think we should make a rule. Let's do a rule where we can't hire workers unless we have at least 20,000 in the bank, and we can't do course play unless we have at least 20,000 in the bank. Now, course play will be free to us, but on the same token, I want to simulate that. See what I mean? So until we have 20,000 in the bank up here, then we won't be able to use course play or workers. That sounds fair enough to me. I'm going to try to get it to where I'm doing all the work, because remember, we have 4 game days to get through for it. So, in fact, yeah. Let's go. We have to do everything ourselves. Let's do it. Let's do it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well, yeah. See, we also talked last night, Gutterball and I, we finished recording, and we were talking until about 3:45 in the morning, you know, and it was all about Farm Sim. It was, we were talking about our plans and the plans I have for this map. And, so usually your first couple episodes, you're going through and you're changing stuff, but then you settle in after 2 or 3 episodes and you kind of got a direction that you're going in. Because it always seems that when you first start out, you've got 50,000 million things to do. So that's why a lot of things get changed a lot of times. But what we talked about the most is, if we're going to go realistic, then we're going to go realistic, and that's all there is to it. That's the new direction of my channel. I don't care what other channels are doing. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even watch anybody else. I only literally watch one streamer, and that's it. I don't have any desire to watch anybody else at this point. And that's it. That's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Hung out with the family today. As you can see, that it is Monday morning now at 12:12 in the morning. It took me a while to get set up. Took me a while to get set up because I was building that pen up there. That's what took forever. And then, well, to be honest with you, let me show you. I played... an hour and 42 minutes off camera, minus the 50 minutes that we've played. Right? Minus 50 minutes. No, yeah. Because I got to go an hour, so... Why is it... Did I only have it at 0.5 for a while? Because according to this, our session is 51 minutes already. And... I'm not at the hour. I started at 8. Yeah, I'm going to go till 8 because that's what I would normally do. Whoops. There we go. But this, what I'll do next time is I'll get it set up to where I've got my timer just to be sure, because I might have had it on. I don't think I had it on 0.5. Go back, because that one says 51. Yeah, 9 more minutes would be 44. That's not right. That's definitely not right. That 52 minutes can't be right at all. Can't be. So I hit this at 8, and I hit the 1, and then I hit record. Oh, which reminds me, you're going to lose the game sounds, but you're not going to lose me. I want to make sure that I am recording. And yes, 35 minutes. That's what I said. We're going to go till 9. That thing doesn't make any sense. Perfect. Yeah, because I got 20. Yep, that's perfect. All right. But I want you guys to join me and settle in, and we'll have some story times, and we'll talk about farming, and we'll do all the things that we love to do, and we'll entertain as best we can. Now, after these headlands, I think I'm going to go sideways, short ways, so that my rows aren't as much. They did, generally speaking, give you enough room on each ends of each field to turn around in the grass if you want to. So I figured if I did 2 headlands, it gives me a chance to turn around. Pretty good. I got to turn that header around, too, that header trailer. This goes the other way. So before I go over and get my wagon, which I'm going to go get very quickly here. Yeah. So, yep, we just changed the direction of the series right away. No hired workers, no course play. Everything gets done by me. And if we don't have enough time, within 4 months, then we'll up the time. And that's all she wrote. Okay. Now, let's shut this down for a minute, and we're going to go up the other end and work our way back down this way so that we can end down here at the back side. Or end and we'll go right out the door with the header. And put it right on the trailer and go right out the door with it. So we're going to go right here. We're going to start him right there. Okay. So let's go and turn this around. Turn this header trailer around. I hope you guys enjoy this. I've had so many people that have asked me to, go full realism and get away from that playing crazy game speeds and stuff. It's not my style. Go. Turn him in the field a little bit so that he can turn around right there. Perfect. And he'll be able to back himself right out. Ooh, I keep forgetting that ×2 is on. I wish there was... Is there a hot button that I can push to make the speed go on and off? Head down, get our wagon. Come back. These mirrors are set up perfect. You can see directly behind you. It's great. See, everything is like real close and where you need to be. You don't have to drive like 900 million miles to get where you were. I've also had a lot of requests in the last couple of days to do big farming, but I've switched, guys. I've switched to doing small to medium-sized farming, which is what I like to do. I don't like to do it. It's like I told my brother, I don't want to sit on a field for days and days and days. I don't mind 2 or 3 hours because that's realistic. But I don't want to sit there for days and days and days. There are extremes. There are, when I was on Hastings, North Dakota, the 16X map, and the first field I encountered was 384 acres. And it took me real time. It was like 13 hours, and I was still harvesting real time. So if we were doing a series on that, guys, it'd been 13 episodes of just harvesting. I don't think it's going to take that long for my series. I think maybe 2 at the most, because the fields, like I said, the biggest one is 13 acres tops. The one we're on is 11. That's one of the biggest ones. The rest of them are like super small, like 6 to 8 acres. Okay, it's like we were discussing when we did our picking of our map. Those we had to actually go to a little bit bigger equipment because we started out doing 3-meter equipment, and Cutterball looks at me and he says, "That's insane. That takes too long." So we switched it, and now we're up to I think 6. 5 and 6. But this way we get the best of both worlds. Like there's many of you out there who like the first person in cab, and there's many of you that enjoy the out of cab. So we're gonna do both. When we're in a field, we'll do out of cab. When we're driving in the roads, we'll do in cab. When we're hooking up trailers and things like that, we'll do in cab. And then we'll alternate. We'll do a little bit of in cab when we're stacking bales. Then we'll do a little out of cab. We'll have a little bit of everything. So that's it. You know, I was gonna try to do a role play, but I said nope. That's too hard. It's easier just to come on and be me. I don't know why I'm looking. Traffic's off. I can turn the volume up too of the tractor. Now we're back here. So then what I will do is we will leave this right on the side of the field like this. Shut him off, run over here, and then when we're full, we'll empty it ourselves. So that way we're not tracking him. We're not doing whatever we need to. This field is small enough to where we can do that with. I know I'm going to go into the thing there. The straw. That you would never do because it would suck it right up. I also have to drop that down 1 more mile an hour. So I'm hoping I get enough to get back. See, if I wasn't given a map tour, we'd have had almost this harvest. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up. It took me a long time to decide my map, everyone. It really did. Because everybody is doing everything. And as soon as a new map drops out, no matter how beautiful it is, 50,000 people are doing it. And it's like, you can't be that. You got to be something different. So I figured, well, we'll start going the older maps. So let's see if we can get back. There's 9,000. I don't think there's going to be 1,000 liters there. We hope, anyways. See how 2 headlands are... I'm almost... If I went out just a little bit wider, I'd be able to make that turn. Let's get by the straw. Lower her down. And away we go. Perfect. And then we'll go empty it. And we'll start going back and forth. It'll be great. It's great, great, great. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I really do. Hope you guys do it right. And we're gonna we have to look and see when the best prices for this oats are, and we're gonna sell it. So we'll put it in the silo, and we'll sell it when the prices get right. The price is right. Come on down. For those of you who are old enough, Price is Right was on every day at 11 o'clock. And if you got to stay home from school, you got to watch it. It was great. I was already older by the time it came out, but it had been on. I think it came out in like the 70s, which is kind of cool. See, that worked out perfect. Just about 1,000 per row. Normally the wagon would move, but not the harvester. Now that holds, I do believe, I think it's going to hold 20,000. So we'll be able to fit 2 wagons in there, or 2 combines full. Nice. You see how much room they give you? It's kind of nice for a smaller map. It's not so tight. It's not crazy tight. But this map is not for everybody because it is, you can't customizable it. But it's definitely made to play. It's very friendly. It's very, it would be very worker friendly, that's for sure. And it is very friendly as far as people. The lanes are a little tight, so I would not come on this map and try to use anything bigger than maybe 6 meters, and that would be it. I've got a 7.6 meter header, but it goes on a header trailer, so it makes it go the other way. But if this was across, it would not make it down the roads. So if you're going to pick a 6 or 7 meter piece of equipment, I would definitely make sure it folds, because those two, that one and the other one there, are very, very tiny lanes. The outside, the road that's the outside over there and the one that's outside over here are not. But I think mine might be the only lane that's tight. I don't know. By the time we're done, we'll be driving around it anyways. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, if you would have took I think it was at 23 before I started actually harvesting and coming over here and combining. So I think if you took that 20 minutes, we'd be almost wrapped up. Because that was my goal. And that's also, like I said, with the 11 acres. If you go back down to like 7 or 8 acres, I wanted to try to get a map where you can get one harvest done in one episode. But if we can't, we can't. Because from here on out, we're not playing that game. We're not playing the games anymore. This game to me is, I play it as realistic as you can. That doesn't mean you guys do. Some of you guys, like I've had discussions with people who want to go 55 miles an hour rock picking, and that's great. That's how you play it. Hey, perfect. Love it, love it, love it. That's what's fun about this game. But for those of you that are hardcore simulators and want to play it like a simulation and want to make money the hard way and want to do it the right way, well, it's not necessarily the right way. Everybody's way is the right way. But I'm saying if you want a hardcore simulation where it's hard to make money and you have to wait for your crops to grow, and you got to go realistic speeds. You can't just go game speeds because they're not realistic, everybody. You don't harvest to 6 miles an hour. You don't, no matter how hard you try. I think the fastest combine that I've ever been in was 5.2 miles an hour. And that was I was in the state of Iowa, and I was at my friend's house. And we literally had almost 1,000 acres to combine. And you're just going in. It's not, as far as the eye can see, there's no hills, there's no nothing. It's just flat. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres at a time. And so when you're on flat ground and the crop is dry, you can absolutely go 5.1, 5.2. But you don't go 6, you don't go 7. Like the people who mow, it's like 6 miles an hour tops. So but that's okay. I mean, they had to find a happy medium, because what they did when Giants made the game, they had a happy medium of how to keep people interested in the game and how to still make it a simulator game. You know what I mean? In fact, this 4 miles an hour, maybe with this field's pretty flat. We probably could get 4, maybe 4.2. But the people that they had to find, Giants had to find a happy medium for people who wanted to play as a hardcore simulation, and for those of you who wanted to play super, like, I'm just here to chill out, it's not serious to me, I just kind of want to come home from work or come home from school and play a few hours of Farm Sim to relax. I play the same way, but to me, relaxing is this chilling out. Usually if I'm by myself, I'm literally I will literally just put on some music and I play. And however long it takes me, it takes me. So what you guys are seeing now is how I play the game by myself. So that was the main reason that I got rid of the logging. I was clearing 200 trees an hour, and to clear, it's the same thing I told Gutterball, to clear my first field was 13 acres big, which is about this size here. And it took me 4 episodes, which was 4 hours with the brucks, and it was 1,500 trees. And I thought, I don't even, like, I'm 4 episodes in, and I don't even have anything go. It was like, that was mind-numbing to me. So, to those of you who go out there with a tree harvester and cut and cut and cut and cut for hours, my hat is off to you. But yet, I can sit in a field like this for 6 hours. It's weird. It's weird. It's kind of like I was talking to Gutterball. It's like people will go and watch someone's live stream for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, but then they won't watch an hour video because they say it's too long. It's funny. It's funny to me. And I'm the same way, so that's why when I'm watching someone live stream, I can't watch more than an hour or so, or I'm like, no, I want to play Farm Sim. I want to get my addiction out of the way. Let's see if we can get this back in order here. There. Back on track. Back on the tracks. Back on the tracks. So if you would have added the 20 minutes, we've been almost ready to wrap up. It would have been the beginning of the next episode and we'd be wrapped up. I would say probably in another, realistically, probably another hour. We'll be pretty close to being wrapped up. We've got about 8 more minutes here, which is probably another pass or so. Say our goodbyes and everything, and then we'll wrap up at 9 o'clock. Now, like I said, because we're coming into winter, in September, it still will be light out at 6, but by October, it's dark. So that hour, we're going to have to do stuff. But we also have a rule, too, that my brother and I made going forward with every series that we do. From now on, if we have animals, they get fed before we do anything else, which is so what you do. I know, I do chores every single day, and the cow pens need to be cleaned, and the animals need to get fed, and it's just a never-ending story. So that's even before you get out to the field. We're also going to simulate, like, we're not going to come out at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're not going to mow. It's just not the way it's going to be. It's going to be, like, later afternoon, like 11 or 12, when we start mowing. I got to chew that little section up, or it's going to drive my OCD up there. I hate leaving stuff. We're also not going to use any GPS or any aid in the ability to drive. I don't care. It is realistic. I don't care. I'm not using it. I want to do one whole series where I don't have to worry about GPS, where I do it physically myself, so you guys can see it. And then we'll start bringing back some of the little bit more unrealistic stuff. But for now, the 2 series is going to be this one and my brother's series, 2 Brothers Farming on St. Cali. I can't believe the 2 of us, how much we got done last night. That was insane. We got 1 whole field. Well, we got 2 whole fields limed, and then we got 2 whole fields cultivated, or pretty close to being cultivated, and we fed the cows, and we got the chickens fed. It was insane. We got a lot done in that hour with the 2 of us. There we go. The details on this map are, I mean, I've seen better maps. St. Cali's a better detailed map, but this one's pretty good. It's right up there with detail-wise. I just think that it was nice, actually, to sit back and not have to worry about selling everything on the farm. It was really, really nice. You know, I was just, we were talking about it. Like I said, Cutterball and I were talking till like 3:45 in the morning, and then I was like, I'm hungry. It's like I wanted breakfast. It was almost worse than a date. You get home, you're like starving because you've been out all night. But I just think that I get burned out when you're constantly like, I agree with Giants that they came out with all these build your own maps, and it was great, and then everybody was having farm build offs and things like that, and it was awesome. It was great. But we're a year into it now, and I am so done with building my own farm. I'm so done. It's one thing to build a pen, like I built a cow pen. Like Gutterball and I are, if we ever get a chance to, we're probably going to add another cow pen to ours. But it's going to be way, way, way down the road. But to sit and build a whole farm, because you never have everything you need. This has given us everything we need. Our workshop. The only thing I didn't see is I didn't see a pressure washer, but we'll have to check, because there's got to be one on the map. In fact, let's see. Oh, yeah, it would be under placeables. So we'll do, I think we're going to do 150 bales, because I don't want to do sausage bales. I want to just kind of wrap them up. And I want to stack my silage bales in my silage bunker, so I can just unwrap them and put them right in a mixing wagon. So we are going to get a yard tractor. I'm going to try to find a... no, I've got a JCB telehandler. That's what I'm going to use for the yard. The yards are not tiny on this at all. They're not huge. They're not like Michigan farm size. But they're also not tiny. So you can bebop around with a telehandler. Because our Massey Ferguson works really well, but there is a disclaimer with that. When you go to sell it, it freezes your game. It's really bad. I don't know why it's doing it. It might be a mod conflict. I don't know if other people have had that issue. But I have twice. And like I said, it may be a mod conflict. So we'll go from there. I think we'll get to the next thing. I want to make sure that I'm not trying to rush through my outro. I want to be able to say it nice and smooth and slower. Yeah, so I think we'll try to use the JCB telehandler to like load up our stuff, and that way when the tractor's hooked up to the mixing wagon, it can stay. I also want to get a smaller tractor for just the yard that is hooked up just to the mixing wagon and things like that. That's all it is. And then you back it into that thing, and you take your telehandler, you grab a couple bales, put it right in there, and that's what I want to do. Because I don't mind having 14,000 tractors, but we're not going to. We're going to try to keep it to a bare minimum. But I don't want to build anything. That's why I took the feedlot right out, and so you guys could see it. Right there, we're done with it. I'm done with playing it. We're going to do this the right way. If we're going to have sheep, so we'll be able to have 500 sheep, but they also take hay. So we can make hay for the sheep and hay for the cows. And that's it. Okay. Get him lined up for the next time and ready to go. We did quite a bit on 10,000, see? If you, like I said, if you took, all right, let's get him done here and shut him down. All right, end of episode 1, everybody. We did it. If you would have added that 20 minutes on that I jibber-jabbered in the beginning, we'd been almost wrapped up with this field. It'd be pretty darn close. But as usual, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. And if you've got a good spot in your life, make sure you join the Fury Machine Gaming Immediate Family. That's what it was. I added that. That's why it's different. And it will give you access to merchandise that I've got coming. It will give you access to special members-only videos and members-only tutorials on tractors, etc. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching that. Sorry, guys. What threw me off was adding that members-only. I've got to start talking about that because I want you guys to join. I want you to be part of my family. So, on that note, everybody, we are wrapping it up. I love you all. And I will see you right back here the next time for episode 2. Thanks, guys. I will see you later.